I'm here with Jay Battle, aka Qreepz, and I'm so lucky to be talking to him. So he just moved here from Seattle, and we are going to celebrate his debut here in LA with a party at Dirty Laundry. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about you. And so, okay, so you were in Seattle, and you've been making music for a long time in Seattle, and it didn't start with electronic music, right? Or did it?
My just starting out when I first started was definitely electronic music.
Oh,
like jungle and drum and bass, I got into that first.
Okay.
I mean, my family played like rap and stuff like growing up, but you know, like hip hop and like that's where I got a lot of that influence. But definitely electronic was like why I started DJing.
That is why you started DJing. Was electronic.
Then producing, yeah.
Yeah, and you were getting back in the day. Were you on? I used Fruity Loops back in the day. I know it's so funny to say. And at the time, I had no idea that 20 years later I would be back.
Yeah.
What tools were you using back
then? It was the first DAW that I had was the MTV Music Generator.
Yeah.
For PlayStation 1. That was my first. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. You go way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. and you are so electronic music. You've been obviously pursuing this for a long time, and I just know this, so I'm going to bring it up. But you were also in a rap group. When you were in Seattle. Okay. And so what was that like? Because you guys were doing a lot of stuff from what I gathered.
Yeah. We played tons of shows, mainly Northwest. Based, but Grand Rapids.
Yeah. I saw that sticker in the elevator too. I was like, wait a second,
we're out here.
Yeah, you're everywhere.
We're back in LA. We're in LA now.
Yeah, I was just saying you're everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was like just a small chunk. But you've been doing electronic music in and around that.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
You are a keyboardist.
Yeah, that's my main. Yeah.
Okay, that's your main.
Yeah. Producing but keys are my main instrument for sure.
That's what your main instrument is. Okay. So what did you start off producing back when you were in that PlayStation DAW?
It was, technically right before that I had a DR5 drum machine, little Boss DR5 drum machine, and like jungle was really hot. Yeah, I just would try and recreate jungle at first, like not knowing that a lot of that was an aim and break.
Okay.
Like not knowing that's how you create that sound. So I would like try and do it with like a drum machine. That didn't really work, but I got closer to doing it in the music generator when I first started getting that popping, like being in a DAW for the first time.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? I feel like as a producer, and I'm a young producer, but I want to make songs, I want to make a certain sound, and then it doesn't come out like what I want to do because I just don't know how. Of course, like I'm learning and all the things, but I just think it's funny that I like go and try to make these songs in different styles and I don't end up sounding like anything like that. You know?
Well, they all have DNA. That's the thing. Is like, I mean, obviously, I've heard your stuff too, so like but the DNA is literally going to be a lot of the time key BPM and then like vibe, but like dubstep at the time period, like there's a specific BPM or whatever, but that kept me from making it because I didn't want to start every song with bing, clap.
Right.
Like I just feel like you've already done that. Yeah, I already give up now. That's so boring.
Yeah, well, I would say too, like
nothing against it.
So talk to me a little bit about your process with writing songs now. So that was how you started, and you're like, I don't want to do this. So you went through a journey, like no more drum and bass and jungle. What did you start doing?
Yeah, it was more hip hop going into that, and like that sinks into like my younger years and through that rap group. Shouts out Leech, you feel me?
Yeah.
During that era of like us, it was just all hip hop. After that, just like huge into like underground hip hop stuff, like rap, like
Any specific style?
There was a lot of stuff that I didn't like because pop rap was really hot at the time, even Flowritis, people like that, So like I really didn't like that. So it was like anything underground I was really into, or like just growing up, kept it like, obviously Wu-Tang, shit like that.
I was gonna ask you what your influences were.
Like it was like Timbaland, Pharrell when it came to like production, but then like rap, like Dell and Wu-Tang and just dope artists that were coming out of the
nice, very nice. Okay, so then after hip hop, we've talked a little bit offline about witch hop. I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
Can you educate me, please? What is WitchHop?
Yeah. So, basically, it's an aesthetic, but it's crafted with. It's a forward-thinking version of rap, but it's definitely got all darker tones. I mean, there's Memphis rap and like Bone Thugs and shit like that during the era.
Yeah.
Was touching in that zone, but
Okay.
it was more like that was strictly from Memphis and like super heavy, deep, like those roots go there, but it wasn't electronic. So adding the electronic to it is what gave it that.
Yes.
So the same aesthetics, the same energy. I mean, you hear it all over, in different ways, or even like you have artists like, Zillakami or like Ghostmade, artists like that doing trap metal or like being in that same scene, but it's got the same aesthetics,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's mainly based in just hip hop and occult energy, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah, because like I said, I've heard of Witch House, which is just the same vibe but with house.
Yeah.
So this is that same vibe but with bass. Are there specific keys that we're using more in Witch Hop songs?
E.
E.
Yeah.
Is it all E?
E, F,
E and F.
are definitely,
Yeah.
in the genre,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and those are pretty much what I'm writing into.
Mhm.
E, F sharp.
Yeah. Yeah. It's based in this, it's just in the samples. It was like,
Yeah.
it started in the 70s,
Oh.
or 70 BPM or 140s, or going to like 80, 160s.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's just like, basically it's the sound selection for me.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'll have to give it a shot. You have some Witch Hop songs out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I have an album called Born Dead.
Yeah.
Shouts out M3 on that too as well. But that album is the split of it's where it is now. I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you're like things come out earlier than it's like the trend, right?
Yeah.
Not intentionally. It's just like music. I think that's what I love about your journey is that you've been I feel like you've been very agile career. Like you flowed with it, and it's allowed you to touch like a lot of different things because like this is your electronic career, but you're obviously your ear and you're touring with like these K-pop stars all over the world. I mean, okay, so what do you do exactly? What do you tour with?
Ableton engineer or tech, so I program sets for pop artists. Everything that's not a guitar, bass, or drums, I'm either programming or playing live at the show. So I'm basically a DJ, but for pop artists, they want to keep the focus on the artist. So I'm not on the stage.
You're not on stage, but you're.
Yeah.
We've started to see some electronic acts that are doing this, but bringing the DJ on the stage. Rami does that. Slater is doing that, and it's like they're doing these vocalists that are having these DJ companions that are coming on stage. But you're touring with K-pop artists all the time. Your ear is just like obviously you're professional in that because you're doing these massive tours. So I gotta shout it out.
Yeah, yo, thanks. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
it's been life changing for sure.
Life changing. Yeah, like do you want to talk about that at all? Do you want to tell me anything about that? Like what are some? I guess what are some like takeaways, some learnings? Maybe to anybody who's listening, maybe help them out, saving some time and hassle.
I mean, I got into it by just saying yes and like believing in myself and like not having imposter syndrome take over, because that's basically what it is. When it came to it, it's like I already use Ableton. I'm already versed in it like crazy. Like I've grown with it from the beginning really.
Yeah.
And that became such a big deal in the industry, in the music industry, in live performance. But yeah, there was for a long time I didn't pursue it because I wasn't sure about like it just seems overwhelming, or not so overwhelming as it is. It's just intimidating.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's like you said, imposter syndrome. Everybody has that, and the stakes are massive. It's
totally.
like. I mean, I've been to a show where something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Something technically goes wrong.
It's a high risk position.
It is a
high reward.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
When things go wrong, it's like the intensity from the artists, from the crowd, from everybody else backstage. I mean,
yeah.
it's like, it's intense. So
Yeah.
kudos to you. I mean, the stage side that you're doing these shows on, it's just incredible what you're doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, okay. So production, you talked about that for a second. Let's talk more about that because this is your production studio and I'm lucky. I laid my vocals down with you. I'm going to always do that. Like you do that for other people, right? You're helping other people. You're building your own studio. And
yeah.
You had it up in Seattle.
Yeah.
Right.
It was based in Seattle. Yeah, I had a small boutique studio that ran for about 20 years.
Yeah.
The same spot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. And here you are in LA. How do you feel about being here? You've been here like what, 3 months now?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, okay. I feel I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, changing spaces. The place I was at was kind of was an old house, so it's been nice to have amenity and like cool, fun stuff to be around. I lived right downtown, so it's been nice to like eat, good food and just be able to like go for walks and just see stuff. I'm surrounded by energy now, which feels great.
Totally, so much energy. And talk about underground. I mean, your downtown is a perfect place to be.
Yeah.
For underground EDM. I mean, there's so much happening there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. We were at a show just a couple weeks ago. It's crazy what we had to do just to get to that downtown warehouse spot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think y'all saw what I did, but I'm just telling you, there were like crash fires and like it was scary.
Your journey was definitely
my journey. Yeah, like
if there was a split screen, it was definitely.
It was totally different, right?
Did you go to like 4 spots before that?
Yes.
It was like 4 other parties going on.
Oh my god, yeah! Because then I was like, where is it? And then I like drive a couple blocks, get disoriented, and see another line, and I'm like, oh, that must be it. And then I go and park, and I get in line for that one. And then Ari was like, this doesn't sound like bass. This is supposed to be a bass actors, right? I was like, oh, yeah. And so I was about to give up. But then, of course, Bleach to the rescue. Okay, so talk to me a little bit more about the style of music that you love to make now. Yeah.
I'm huge on like what's really popular now is like having multi sub-genre sections in your song. So you might have a trap area or like just maybe go into a house beat or go into a Jersey club energy or whatever. Yeah. Like that's really hot now, having multiple. So I think that I've been really into that lately. Okay. Is like giving people all the vitamins in one song.
I love that.
Or trying to get there as much as possible. Yeah. Like or with like quick payoff too,
Yeah, see, and that's fun. And I feel like obviously my full-time job is writing and editing. And a lot of people come in and they question why we have specific rules. We have grammatical rules and spelling and punctuation, like why we have these rules, because they want to break rules, right? And that's interesting. Mark Twain did that. There's like people break rules all the time, same thing in music. But if you don't know the rules first, you don't break them consistently and then it's just chaos. You have to have and I feel like that's what's happening right now with mixing genres, right?
Totally.
Because you can't just start with that. Then you'll just have this like Picasso of music.
Yeah, and that's part of my process is I like having all of the options. Like a lot of people say like just have a little bit of options or don't, all that software, all those plugins, it's just too much. It's like the creativity comes with like the lack of and all of that. Like I get that energy and I get that. And I've been there. I've been like not having software and like, or just like I said, like not having the tools, but, now, like that's how I look at things. I like to see what is available, and then it gives me so much more inspiration. I feel like,
absolutely,
lay it out and let me see it, and then I can choose. Like, a lot of times I don't have an idea in my head.
Interesting.
It's that I need to noodle. I need to play something. I need to hear something else. Or like,
I actually use Splice a lot for that. So they have a new tool where you can go in and you can put different random like you can stack them. You can create different stacks. And I don't necessarily use those samples in the music, but just to get like a vibe, general idea of what I want to do. And then I go into my DAW and then I'm messing around. And I'm like,
Yeah, starters, you know. A lot of people I know, they'll drag a whole song in and then map its arrangement and then kind of like go that route too, which is cool.
Yeah, you love making things that have a little bit of every genre. I cannot wait to hear some of this new music. Are you gonna play any of it on Friday?
Yeah.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah. I have a ton of new tracks that are getting ready. They're still being mixed, but they're ready for release. I have a couple that are ready for release. But yeah, full album. It's like 13 songs and stuff.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
I'll play a couple. I'm gonna keep it fun though, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited for the album to come out and all, and all the things. Okay, piano. Did you learn classical piano?
No, I didn't. I am self-taught.
You are self-taught. So,
yeah.
Okay, and then but you know some theory though, because you and I talk theory talk.
Totally. Yeah.
So did you go back and learn theory on your own? How did you learn theory? Most people have to go to school for that, you know?
Yeah, I am good with harmony, so I feel like that helps. But I think learning other songs was a quick like introduction to it. But honestly, what I did was I bought a piano chart.
Yeah.
The really big one that they have. It's a really big piano chart. And it has almost every chord that you can basically think of.
Yeah.
And I learned the pattern of theory by literally just looking at this chart for like ever, you know.
Yeah.
And also in the DAW, using the piano roll over years and years and years helps to understand more. But you know, honestly, almost memorizing this whole chart was what really got me through.
But then after,
like get a piano chart, and then like once you learn one key, you can learn them all. You know, it's just intervals and like there's a pattern there. You know, but
I want to talk to you about Skrillex's latest album.
Yeah,
when I heard it, and I know that it was a big FU to Universal and like his old, you know, he was like, get me out of here. But what's interesting about it is that it's an album, but it plays like a mix.
Totally.
It plays like a mix, and each song, I wouldn't say the average song length is like 1:15. Like short. Some of them are like 30 seconds, some of them are like 2 minutes, but like most of them are extremely short. I think we're starting to have flat songs.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
That's, I think, what Skrillex was doing. And so now I mean, it's like, I think that is like with the younger generation. And how awesome is that? Like, I can make a song in like 1:15.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, it feels relatively simple, but maybe I'm oversimplifying it. What are your thoughts on this?
I think that was a really good move to make it sound like a mix off top. I think that's great. What's funny is people say, "Oh, people's attention spans and yada yada yada," and all this stuff, and like we're in that era of da da da. But the number one complaint I get is that the songs are. That's the number one complaint.
That is that they're not long.
I think
on too short.
I think on a consumer level, there's always going to be that, you know, either side of the argument. Like, the songs are too short, songs are too long, or you know, I think that with electronic music and what Skrillex does is what's dope is the format of an electronic song is to get to the point.
Right.
You know, well, an effective one.
Right.
You know, it's easier for a producer like to do a song that's short and give them multiple ideas or give them more things, you know. But I still feel like there's a lot of power in the build or just getting, you know, creating the atmosphere, giving it what it is. There's still value there, so I continue to do that.
And creating tension, you know, you have to use there to be a certain amount of time which tension can be built in order for it to be effective. Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
because
totally.
if you don't have enough, why are movies so scary? It's not because of the actual thing that jumps out at you. It's the build-up. It's the music. It's the tension. Yeah. And the release of the tension. You're like, oh my God. Right?
Yeah. I mean, like the scariest part of being at a theme park for me is the line. It's like the anticipation. You know what I mean? Like we're going next.
We're
you
going
know?
next. Like, oh God. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that feels crazy.
It's a huge part of it.
Yeah. Or
I really liked the album as a mix. I have gone in and tried to mix some of those individual songs, and they're not long enough for me. As a
To
teacher.
play them out, it's difficult to do.
Yeah.
You definitely got to finesse that.
Yeah.
But again, on that topic, I don't feel like anyone was like, "Oh, thank God!" Like, because he released 2 albums before that, basically, within the year
Exactly.
previously. So it was like, no, I don't think anyone's like, "Oh, thank God he's doing this now." It's like he's just giving flavor, which is amazing, because even on the 2 album cycle that was before this third, I'm just counting them that way. There were 2 types of different albums. They were like, and I just love, like, again, on like giving people variety, which is amazing. Like, he's giving us produced pop songs, low key, in a way. But then the next one is like what the heads want to hear. Right. And then this third one is like, oh, like this is like culturally a different thing.
Exactly.
Like he's culturally giving mix now,
Yes, like he made a statement, a cultural statement, and it really is also, I think, beautiful to show the world that as an artist, you can be Skrillex. Obviously, there is a business associated with that brand. There are many people employed that work for the Skrillex brand, and the Skrillex brand needs to produce a certain amount of income, needs to generate a certain amount of money every year in order for it to stay afloat. Yeah. And as an artist, you don't want all of these people who supported you, you don't want to like lay them off as you go pursue your own different thing. But I think what's beautiful about him is he's still able to keep that. But this is clearly his artistic, like,
I want more owls of that. I really, if Skrillex is, when you hear this, I loved that. Those. I'm not saying that they're inactive, but it's like, dude, like there used to be like the coolest music video.
Well, I think that's it. I think we got it. And look, we have our cute little, our cute little pooches. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come check us out Friday. I'm gonna put this on tomorrow so you guys can see this for Friday. But yeah, thank you so much.